All right, continuing our discussion, we are going to quickly mention a couple more things just to kind of round out this chapter. So, one of the last things I want to mention is the idea of transformers. Now, transformers do exactly what it sounds like they do. They transform voltages from one value to another. So, something like our cell phones, laptops, games, power tools, anything like that that needs to be charged, perhaps, um, have a transformer that's built into them and into their plug-in unit that changes the voltage to the voltage that the device uses. So your typical house outlet would be, let's say, about 100, 110 volts. And say your cell phone, it doesn't need all of that voltage, so it will draw only a certain amount of power, and that is due to these transformers. Now, I have a link here to, actually, it's a link for simulation for generators, but it also has transformers on there. The generator, I think, is probably the best, but you can kind of explore that if you wish. You don't have to. Um, Another thing I wanted to mention is electrical safety, just because we have been um, looking at electricity and it might lead you to want to look at this stuff more in depth. But um, two hazards of electricity that I wanted to point out is thermal hazard, which occurs when electrical is overheating, and shock hazard, which occurs when electric current passes through a person. So you may have experienced this. Electrical overheating would be maybe like if your computer is getting really hot because you've had it plugged in for a long time or you've had it sitting on for a long time. That would be a thermal hazard. And then a shock hazard. I'm sure all of us have been shocked from um, static electricity before. So it's the same idea, but now it's through the current, electric current that's passing through like your wires and stuff that you're plugging in your computer or your cell phone. And hopefully you haven't been shocked by that before. It's not very fun. All right. Last thing I wanted to mention is the idea of RLC circuits, or resistor, inductor, capacitor circuits. So this is an electrical circuit that has all of those three things, and they're connected either in series or in parallel with an alternating current. Okay. Again, I have another link here if you would like to check that out. Just to kind of visualize it. It doesn't give much instruction though, but the idea would be to get all of these guys. You can do it in series, that's totally fine, and just kind of play with it if you'd like. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is what we're going to be talking about next time, and that is electromagnetic waves. And this will be pretty interesting. I think it's pretty interesting at least. And we'll get to see how these things look in terms of waves. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys. I know it's very short, quick lectures this week, but I do have some supplemental videos that I will have as well, just for um, if I missed anything or maybe I said something wrong a little bit, just to kind of put in that supplemental information for you guys, okay? And uh, it will probably help with further understanding, okay? So I talked a lot about the math stuff, of course, but on that side, it'll talk a bit more about the theory, okay? So go ahead and check those out as well. One of your um, quizzes will be on one of those videos on induction. Okay. So like always, if you have any questions, please let me know. We will see you in class this week. Thanks.